Um, have you ever stood in a sprawling sports bar, surrounded by like 80 synchronized screens, all of them showing completely different games?
And you just kind of accept that it works,
Yeah,
like magic.
right. But how does the video actually get to all of them so flawlessly?
Well, today we are doing a deep dive into the catalog of HDTV Supply. They are a 25-year global veteran in AV tech, and we're looking at the industrial heavy-duty hardware making that possible.
Because, I mean, we're so used to focusing on the sleek screens themselves, but the real work is happening in, like, server racks and ceiling conduits that most of us will never even see.
Exactly. Let's unpack the sheer scale of that hardware. I want to start with the backbone of it all, the DVIGear Active Optical HDMI cable.
Oh, yeah, I saw the specs on this thing. It's listed at 75 meters long. That is practically a football field.
It really is massive.
But, I mean, most people listening are probably used to just, casting 4K video wirelessly from their phone to their TV in a couple of seconds. Why on earth go back to a physical 75-meter cable in the modern era?
Well, it really comes down to the stark difference between consumer convenience and commercial reliability. Standard copper HDMI cables actually lose signal strength over long distances.
Because of electrical resistance.
Yeah, exactly. The video data degrades. But by converting the video data into light pulses, these active optical cables allow the signal to travel that entire 75 meters without dropping a single pixel.
Wow. So light just means zero latency.
Right, because you simply cannot afford Wi-Fi interference or data loss when, say, a packed commercial venue is watching a live event.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. But getting that light signal across the building is really only half the battle. If a sports bar has 160 screens playing 20 different games, a giant cable is useless unless you have, like, a traffic cop directing which game goes to which screen.
Oh, absolutely. And that is where the central brain comes in. HDTV Supply calls them wall-pack matrix switchers.
I mean, the scale of these devices is just, like, staggering to me.
It really is. We are talking about a little living room box that swaps between a gaming console and a Blu-ray player. These are modular matrix switchers that can handle up to 160 inputs and 160 outputs simultaneously.
That is wild. 160.
Yes, simultaneously. They route 4K video over IP networks, or just standard CR6 Ethernet cables, and they even feature built-in video wall processing.
Oh, so they can stitch multiple screens together into one giant image.
Got it.
So it's less like a standard traffic cop and more like an immense digital switchboard. Like a single input, say one 4K satellite feed, can be instantly multiplied and connected to 160 different rooms at the exact same time.
Yeah, and without a single drop in audio or video quality.
Yeah.
And because, they are modular, then you can build exactly the switchboard they need. They tailor the hardware, whether it's for 8 TVs or 160.
Complete with like picture-in-picture or multi-view capabilities.
Exactly.
Which, okay, raises an immediate logistical issue for me. How does a human actually control 160 TVs without losing their mind?
Right, well, the control systems have to be completely frictionless. HDTV Supply offers control via free iOS and Android apps, Windows PC software, and WebGIs.
Which are essentially just user-friendly, browser-based dashboards, right?
Yeah, basically. Picture a manager at a sports bar. They can walk around with a dedicated tablet that features full DirecTV app integration. They just drag and drop which game goes to which TV with a swipe of their finger.
That is so cool. But here's where it gets really interesting to me. I was looking through the catalog data, and this clientele goes way beyond entertainment. This exact same equipment is procured by the government.
Oh, heavily utilized in the public sector. These Wolfpack systems are actually purchased through the federal GSA schedule. That's the government's official purchasing arm.
Right, and they are even available through the NASA SESB program, which is NASA's ultra-strict procurement pipeline for IT and AV tech.
They are.
Wait, let me make sure I'm fully wrapping my head around this. The exact same vendor supplying the matrix switcher to make sure a local sports bar doesn't drop a Sunday football feed is also an approved vendor for NASA.
I know, it sounds crazy, but the core infrastructure requirement is identical. Whether you are monitoring telemetry data in a rocket command center or making sure 500 fans can see a touchdown pass, the system just cannot fail.
Wow. So the seamless video walls you experience rely entirely on this robust ecosystem of optical cables and modular switchers.
Entirely. Everything has to work perfectly together in the background.
So the next time you see a sprawling, synchronized video wall, don't just look at the bright screens. Imagine the unseen Wolfpack switchers and those miles of optical cables working furiously in the dark just to bring you that single image.
It is a lot of hidden heavy lifting.
It really makes you wonder, what other invisible infrastructures are running the modern world right under your nose?